Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Bit of a delay there, a couple days. Got kind of burned out, kind of a late night that first one, and anyways, ready to come back. So I left everybody off kind of a cliffhanger. We had an XDM issue, and a bit unresolved when we last left off. Get everything situated here. That. I wanted to do this. So when we last left off, we had an XDM issue. We were a couple other issues in here. I had a couple typos. Can't remember exactly what they were. One of them was branding, and I believe the other was something to do with XFCE. So we're going to take a look at those. I think through the course of troubleshooting, I think I adjusted or changed cd etc portage, and let's do a nano make.conf. One of these, yeah, brightness, I think that was the one. I don't know. Hold on, I'm going to check real quick and make sure I don't miss it. Be right back. Okay, yeah, so it wasn't in this, it was in the cd2 package.use. Nano XFCE, I believe. Is this something about minus QT that I did wrong? No, those look right. QT4, QT4. Let's make sure. Q, and cd dot, and let's just make sure. Keywords. Is there an XFCE in here? No. Unless, yeah. So that would have been it. So thanks for the tip. The other one was in branding. So if we do cat package.use, I think it's slim. I did change that. Oh, I didn't change it. Okay. Package.use slim. This should be branding. So thanks for the tips. You never know. It seems to work okay because. Okay. Let's make sure I didn't screw that up. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So it seems okay. So let me talk a little bit about what happened. If we go to, we just do an open into VirtualBox. Okay. And we go to Linux guests. I need to install this package called, this resolution's terrible. So do an emerge. Okay, so let's do this first. We got a project, a package called EIX. So we do emerge AV EIX. So the problem with the merge AV or the search -s is it takes a while. It has to go out and ping the servers and search for the package and all that kind of good stuff. EIX is an indexing tool of what is available in the portage tree. So you can see that would be a one package, one reinstall. So I've already got it installed. And what you would do is do an EIX sync, and it would synchronize its database to the portage tree. And you saw how long that took. So if you do EIX, it's almost immediate. And the good thing about it is it gives you an idea, since this was installed, DEP and NLS were included, and these weren't because they're blue and with this minus sign. So the good thing about it is it's super fast. You get to see which one is installed if there are multiple versions. Yeah, so the typical or the stable release is installed. There are not any others available, but if there were more available, you'd see them here. So I've already done the emerge sync because of the problem I had. We have this, we need a guest is emerge. Let's just do EIX. EIX VirtualBox guest additions. So the stable version is this 4.2.24, and the last video I said I had a crash in X. I thought it installed correctly, but I ended up having errors, and so this brings in, so if we do an emerge AV for VirtualBox guest additions. Okay, I mistyped it. Oh, yeah. Hasty. Okay. And we'll type this correctly eventually. Okay, so what it does is it brings in, I believe it's EIX XF86 virtual, something like that. So anyways, there's a VirtualBox XX86 VirtualBox X11 driver, and neither one of those were installed, so when we did a RC status, today, XDM, there was no X installed because it needs this guest edition in order to work, so it failed. So that was the problem, and I had to go through quite a bit of the typical Gentoo problem solving. So I do like open Gentoo VirtualBox. I think it was something like VBox video not installed, that, and you go through the forums, things like this, and yeah, that's probably not a good one. Let's go something like this. So I just started pouring through here, and people started talking about different versions that they tried installing, and so what I did is, if we just ls, well, let's just go cd package.use, and we do a nano VirtualBox. So I said that it needs to use the unstable version, and by doing that, it was able to get, I can get the EIX real quick. Yeah, so by doing the unstable version, it installed this 4320, and you had an issue with the, let's see, ls package accept, I believe. No. Use. Where was it? Package dot mask. Okay. Somehow, well, anyways, by doing that, it brought in the corresponding. I think I might have done like an emerge AV for the specific version 4.3.20, so of the X11 driver for VirtualBox. So anyways, kind of a long drawn out story. It took me a couple hours to figure that out, but the good news is it is installed. So one thing we want to make sure of is that I have added myself to password a VBox guest. Okay. What we want to do now is, let's do an ls mod, because let's just do this first. We're going to do an xrandar, which comes with X. I don't like these resolutions, so I'm going to make sure ls mod and grep VBox. So let's do a mod probe VBox video, I think it is. No. Okay, so I have to go to my other deal here. So this is that XF86 video VirtualBox. That's the package. Added modules, VBox video. Why am I not getting it? VBox video. VBox CTK. No. Well, let's do CD to TC mod probe, and we're going to do a nano. Hold on. Conf.d module. Sorry. cd.conf.d, and we do nano modules. I'm not sure why VBox video isn't in here. XY enter, and let's take a quick look. So we need to make sure we have this installed here. So let's do XF86 video VirtualBox. So EIX XF86 video VirtualBox. It is installed, and you can see it's also pointing to the 4.3. So yeah, I'm not sure why that isn't working. Am I using the right thing here? Xbox VBox video. Make sure I'm typing that correctly. Module not found. So we might not be able to. Now the next thing we can do is, since we at least have it up here, we're going to configure a new Xorg configure and see what happens. So let's do cd to root, because that's where it's going to go. We're going to do an Xorg configure. Oh yeah, we need to quit X here. So let's go ahead and do exit. Excuse me. And we're going to do pkill x. Alright, and exit here. And we're going to do xorg configure. Can't do that while the cd to root. And let's do a nano of xorg.conf new. And what is it, W? Control W. Yeah, okay. So there's the VBox video. So we're looking good there. Now the next thing we want to do not sure why it wouldn't show up before. Oh well. In section monitor, we need to add a preferred mode. So I'll do a search for monitor. Next one. I don't know how this thing works. Yeah, I don't like. Yeah, no. Okay, so server, files, input, monitor. Is there another one? Screen? No. Okay, that is it. Monitor. And we'll go here. Preferred mode. And I'm not sure if it needs to be, we need option, preferred mode, and hopefully this will work. 2560 by 1440. That's my host resolution. So, you know what? Let's just do it 1920 by 1080. Just because I think most people have that resolution. And I did make, well, you'll see, I made my configuration file. Awesome configuration. This is 2560 by 1440, but I made one that's 14, or the 1080 instead. So now we need to copy it, obviously. So copy xorg to etc x11 xorg conf. Let's make sure you didn't name it something else. Nope. He did it to username xorg.conf, but we'll just take it to etc. You can do it there as well. Okay, and let's do a reboot. See what happens. I don't know if you need to add a mode and new mode and all that stuff. It might have to happen that way. Not sure. Let's get these out of the way just in case. Sorry, looking at something on the other screen here. Apply, okay. Yeah, we might need to add a mode and all that kind of good stuff. Looking like we are. Alright. So what we need to do now, I'm going to jump over here. And we're going to take that to 9. And we're going to take this to 9. Here. And we're going to undo all that. Jeez. Okay, so we're going to copy. I don't know if there's an etc. What is it? Scale. Xinit. We're going to have to do nano. I think we already did that before. .xinit. Okay. And we're going to do xrandar. New mode. 1920 by 1080 underscore 60.00. I wonder if I can copy and paste. It probably won't work because this is external. No, okay, let's type it. Excuse the time it's going to take, unfortunately. 173.00 1920 48 22. I'm not exactly sure why all these numbers are needed, so if somebody knows that, that'd be interesting to know. 248, 1080, 1083, 1088, 1120, minus hsync plus vsync, xrender, add mode. We need to do new tab. What would it be? Xrender, what do they call it? VBox 0 be the equivalent of EDP1, which is this. Okay. Xbox 0. Right. Xbox. VBox 0. Mode VBox 0. 1920 by 1080 underscore 60. And xrender enter kill X. That gonna help? I don't know. No, I'm gonna just do a reboot. See what happens. Let's get these out of the way just in case again. I don't know, I haven't tried this yet. I'm kind of doing it live, so hopefully it doesn't screw stuff. Hopefully it'll work and we can get moving. If not, I'm gonna have to pause, figure it out. Doesn't look like it. Okay, well, let's try something real quick. Settings. Manager. Display. I think these are all square. That's the problem. Oops, it's not really. I didn't want to do that. Alright, so I'll be back once I figure this out. Alright, so I finally got it sorted. You know, typical the struggles you have with Gentoo sometimes. So if I still try to do a mod probe VBox video, it's not going to find it. Went online, got an ISO for the guest editions, installed it, and it still is not working. So what I had to do is go through a step-by-step. Started with this, what is it, CRV, yeah, CVT. It lists the mode line to make a 1920 by 1080 at 60 hertz, and then you do new mode with the same printout from there, and then you do add the mode, and then finally turn the output to your screen name, and it happened to work, but I had to be in root to do it. It's in my XNetRC, but this doesn't appear to work, even though it's exactly the same. I have to do it as root. Anyways, it's yeah, challenging. But anyways, I got my resolution. So what I did do is I installed, which one was it? One of these. Which one did I? Opera. It was the smallest package. I agree. Sure. Okay, so we have a web browser, and we have reasonable resolution now, so that's good. I'm going to see if I can change the appearance. I think we have some decent. Didn't we? Why is that doing that? Yeah, this is just a little buggy on the. This is Graybird? Yeah, okay, that's better. And then, excuse me, little buggy with the guest editions here in Gentoo. Okay, so here's the deal. So we have our URxvt base, bare bones, nothing to it. What we want to do now is install. Let's work on URxvt. So I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can I bring that over? I don't know if the key binding's on URxvt anymore. So let's go ahead and bring up a terminal, and we'll probably bring up a couple. Alright. Sudo and sudo cd to etc portage. And let's do an EIX Awesome. No, we were going to do URxvt, so clear that. EIX Rxvt. So we get a couple things here. I have a bunch of Perl bindings. We want the base Rxvt Unicode. So the one I get. Now let's take a look at this a little closer. Let's do that again. So let's go to Nano. You know what I'm going to do first is I'm going to do Vim because I really need Vim. So let's do EIX Vim. And we're going to want Vim here. So let's do nano package.use Vim. And in this we're going to want app editors Vim, and we're going to want, let's see, let's do this real quick. This first, we'll do merge AV app editors Vim. See what it wants to bring in by default, and then see what we want to add. Come on. Come on. Turn my VPN here. Alright. In Vim we want to add a few things here. Definitely want Lua. Lua JIT. Perl, bracket, Ruby, and pager. Alright. Now let's take a look at the next one. Anything else we want in here? Probably not. Vim Commander, what's that? Alright, no. Do it again. This time it has. Did I not save that? I didn't save it. Let's do it again. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know what that was. But okay, so at the same time, let's take a look at what's the next thing we want to do? RxVT. Excuse me, RxVT. So we'll do EIX VT, and we're going to want get in the window. Alright, so nano package use URxvt. We're going to want RxVt Unicode, so x11 terms RxVt Unicode. I hope I got super user. Su. If not, I won't catch. Yeah, sorry, there's going to be a little bit of downtime when these things install, so hopefully it's not too boring. And another thing we're going to want to do is get installed, so we can download all my files and see if we can't copy my awesome setup. Let me go ahead and see if I can save this. Yeah, okay. Alright, that looks good. So we'll do merge AV SVT Unicode. Alright, we're going to want to add quite a few things here. We're going to want 256 color, definitely. Alt, font, width, blink. I don't know if I have buffer on clear or not. Fading colors. ISO 14, 755. So if you're not sure what any of this stuff means, what you can do is go to Gentoo and do URxvt Unicode. And you go to one of these, and it'll give you what each of these flags will help you do. So why does it keep doing that? Scroll wheel, it's taking me to the next window. That is irritating. I don't know why. Okay, so yeah, we want 256 color, definitely. Alt font width, yes. Fading colors. Focus urgency. Font styles, definitely that. Pearl, definitely. Enable transparency. Unicode 3 to get better characters, very important. Unicode 3, that gets you the powerline fonts and everything. So pretty much everything's going in here. So Pixbuff, Unicode 3, WC width, FFT. That should do for now. So you look up here, URxvt pearls aren't going to need anything. Don't want to do font size because we're getting that with this work, so you won't be able to install a font size. So let's go ahead and clear that. Excuse me. Nope, not yet. Okay. What happened here? Oh, on fault width and CW width. Okay, so let's go back in there. So if you look here, it says the following required use flag constraints are unsatisfied. So if you do alt font width, you can't do WC width. So you need to pick one of the two. I can't remember what I did. EM. Nope. CP. Use URxvt. Yeah, I did. I might have done the secondary package for font width. So we'll just take one of these out. We'll take WC width out. All right. Do it again. Okay. Conflict expression. So I guess this is when I found out that you can't use either of them. I guess that makes sense. So we'll take this out and we'll install the font width from the from Portage. Okay. Now let's do it again. There we go. Yeah, buffer on clear secondary wheel, WC width. Font styles, Pearl, Pixbuff, Unicode, fading colors. Yeah, got all the important ones. Set up for the next thing we want will be, let's see, let's take a look at get. EIX, get, it's going to be a bunch. 50 matches. We gotta find the one that has just regular get. There it is. Dev VCS. So we're gonna do merge dev dev VCS get. So let's take a look at them. Where would it be? Accessories maybe? There it is, URxvt. It looks terrible for now. That's why I didn't want to go directly into Awesome, because it's such an ugly. Okay, let's expand this. And what do we have here? We have select source view. Yep, that should be reasonable. So I'm going to go ahead and let that install, and I'll be back in a little bit. Okay, Git is installed. So the next thing we're going to do is Vix Awesome. And we're going to see that we want to have 3.5.6, so we're going to nano tc. We're already here. It's going to be package.use. No, it's going to be keywords, sorry. Keywords, where these go. Awesome. And we're going to want x11 wm awesome, and we're going to want AMD64. Actually, we're going to go ahead and make this a singular package. I'm going to make it equal to awesome dash 3.5.6 AMD64. And then we're going to go back here. We're going to do URxvt, and we're going to want equals x11 dash plugins / vicious dash. We'll give it the last one. Why not? 2.1.0. Yeah, that's good enough. AMD64. Let's compare that to what I have. Yep, pretty much the same thing. Greater than or equal to. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and get rid of these. So that way, the good thing about it is it freezes them into one package, so it won't it won't upgrade if anything comes through to screw you up. Okay. So let's go ahead and close that and do a merge b x11 wm awesome and x11 dash plugins dash vicious. No, I'm not sure if I spelled that right. 11 dash plugins vicious. Yeah, okay. Make sure they're going to pick the right ones. Okay. Why didn't I go? Oh, yeah, okay. Spelling is terrible today. Come on. Alright, so awesome 314, so that did not work. Let's see how I did it with mine. And that is in package keywords awesome. Alright. What am I missing here? Equals x/vicious X11, maybe I'd misspelled. WN Awesome dash 3.5.6 equals X11 Awesome 3.5.6. This isn't keywords. I don't know. Okay, maybe greater than or equal to. Come on, just work. So I'm getting some kind of error here. Okay, so it has to do with the vicious, so let's do an EIX vicious. Again, oops. And we'll do the latest instead. No, it did the same one. Oh, god damn it. Did it again. Spelling. Jeez, man. Deadly. This should do it. 356 and 21014. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and lock these in. See if that'll work. It might need the most recent. No, it seems to be okay. All right. Okay, so while that happens, we're going to come over here and we're going to talk about git cloning. So we've got a terminal over here, and what we're going to work on first is getting URxvt looking good, and then from there we'll jump into Awesome. So we're going to work on fonts, we're going to work on URxvt. I don't know if I'm going to do, well, I might as well just do the whole thing. So what we want to do here, this is my dot files. It's got my configs for piano bar, Ranger, Lua kit, transmission, things like that. Conky obviously has the HUD. Okay, it disappeared. That was weird. There we go. So that's what I have in my main system here, is this HUD. Got issues with fonts here or something. And then here's the fonts drive. So this is all the fonts that I have. Irritating. Mouse wheel. So this is the fonts that I have for Powerline, so you can get the good looking Powerline on my ZSH. And then, oops, too far. A little laggy in here. Yeah, I got my NPD, NCPP, NCMP, whatever. X resources, ZSH, all that good stuff. So what we want to do is copy this. Copy. And we can just put it anywhere you want. Really buggy right here. So we'll just see where we are. We're at home here, so we'll just do git clone. Paste that link in there. Okay, now we can bring up a file manager. And we'll have this dot files laptop here, so we'll just open that in a new window. We're going to copy the scripts over. We're going to show the hidden files. And show the hidden files here. Some of this stuff you don't want to write over. like config will open up, and we'll open this up, and select all, throw it in there. Or if you didn't want to do that, well, whatever, it's too late now. Do that, conky, do that, fonts, do that, git, leave it alone, epd, all of this through that. You can copy over. Okay. Now we need to install my ZSH. Install ZSH. Alright, everything looks good there. So Awesome is installed. We'll do that last. So let's see. URxvt is installed. Let's go ahead and open up URxvt again. And let's, I don't know how to, can we drag that? I don't know. No, okay. So we're going to do source, oh no, we're going to do xrdb dash merge to .x resources. Should be here. Okay, did that not work? Where's the X resources? How the hell did I drag them? There should be a X resources here. Pain in the ass. Okay. Oh, there's your problem. All this stuff's in the wrong folder. Lovely. Okay. So we need to get this. And that should do it. And yeah, we can replace it. There we go, that's better. Let's go back over here and we'll do xrdb merge .x resources and exit. That should do it. We'll see. There we go. So we don't have compositing enabled. No, we do have them. Good. So there's the URxvt. We can come down here and change the font size. Place it to 14, I guess. And save. And do the same thing again. That's it. URxvt. And okay. So if we go to scripts, is there a font checker in here? I can't remember. No, we can do it this way. Okay. No, we can't because I don't have the pearls set up. Yeah, I should. No, anyways, we'll do it later. So this should be pretty good to go there for, let's see if it works. So first of all, let's do copy and then Alt-V to paste. No, it's not working. So, oh well. URxvt is ready. And fonts, let's do the fonts real quick. Exit, nano, ZSH, and where is it? Do a search for next fonts. So it's FC cache. Let's get another. So it is FC cache VF dot fonts. There we go. So that should fix the fonts so that you have Unicode capability. Pretty much everything should show up now. So there's your fonts. Awesome is installed. We want to do ZSH. Alright. I don't usually do anything special for ZSH. I just do an emerge. UV, ZSH completions. Gentoo, ZSH completions. Keyword changes, yes. Okay, so again, this is, say you want to get a /AMD64 installed, you just say yes. And then come over here and go to your keyword. This is a keyword change, so cd to package keyword underscore a, that dot cfg here. You want to move that to ZSH and do it again. There we go. And then we come over here, exit, and go back to the wiki. Okay, it's not working. And let's do a new tab. We'll do Gentoo ZSH. Mouse wheel is killing me. I don't know how to change it. Yeah, just use an arrow. ZSH completions, change shell to, and then source your ZSH. That's easy enough. See, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Alright. So well, you can do all this stuff as well. I'm not going to do this, but this auto load stuff helps with your completions and stuff like that. So it's probably worth doing all that. I'm just going to do the basic shell change. So if we go over here, we'll go ahead and exit for now. Do this one first. So it'll be CH, SH, S, then ZSH, right? I think that's right. Pretty sure. -S, yeah. Alright, everything installed correctly. Green stars, that's good to know. Change shell. And we'll do a sudo su. And change shell S then ZSH. We do want to do something else here. We're going to CD back to root here. We're going to do a ls-a, and what we're going to do is, let's see, let me get a new one up here. We're going to want the ZSH profile, the Vim and everything else to point to here. So we're going to want it, we're going to want to point to vim.vimrc.xresources and .zshrc. So we're going to do lns home, your username, dot, what's the first one? Oh, my ZSH. And then we're going to want to do .vimrc, and these are going here. So if we do ls-lsa, you see that these are shortcuts, or soft links. We do the same thing for, what's the next one? MRC. Oh, I already got it. Okay. ZSHRC and Vix resources. I don't know if we need that, but it doesn't hurt. And did we already do the change shell? Yeah, so we'll go ahead and do exit, 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 exit. Actually, we're going to go ahead and do a quick reboot. Why not? I don't know how long this video has been, but it's taken all day. I'm going to have to do the resolution over again. Probably will. You know, I don't know if I did the source to .zshrc. I might have to redo that. So I want to just make sure that that works, and then it'll probably be the end of this video. Oh, yeah, okay. Well, I forgot that we changed over the X and it, so it's going to awesome. Okay, so we should be able to hit. No, it didn't work. So run URxvt. Okay, so we're going to do source.zshrc. Z. So I don't know why that shortcut isn't working. We don't have awesome yet. Okay, that's why. So let's see. Okay. Well, anyways, we're almost there, so I'm going to go ahead and break this here. Going to screw around with getting the source to work better. So this should be. This should point us to. You know what we need to do? We probably need to install. So if we do a EIX. Oh my ZSH. Okay, so I think it should work because we have this. Have all of this, but not the whole thing. We're probably going to have to, these are just a couple, yeah, that's what it is. We're going to have to do a git clone on, alright. We're going to need to do a git clone on, on my ZSH. Let's just do that really quickly. Yeah. And we'll do and we're going to come over here, run this. We're going to copy .omyzsh back to dot files laptop. And do 0. So you do have, oops, wow, that's interesting. You do have Vim key bindings, so that might take some getting used to. There we go, okay. And we're going to copy this. To do, where does he say to do it? Okay, pretty sure it's just to your, yeah, omyzsh. We'll just do this command right here. Copy. Paste. Should work. It's not working. Okay. Oops. Wrong button. Let's do XFCE terminal. Alright. that. rm dir.omyzsh. Okay, we're going to have to do rmr.omyzsh. We already copied the themes. And we're going to go copy dot files. MSASH star to .omyzsh themes. That should do it. Okay. Omitting directory. Alright. Dot files .omyzsh. Oh, okay, yeah, okay, we gotta do this. Themes. There we go. ls.files.omyzsh themes copy .files.omyzsh themes star to .omyzsh themes. There, I don't know why that didn't work. Whatever. Let's see. There we go. Exit. We run URxvt again, and we have our. So we're good to go now. We just need to do something with the. And why is my mouse misbehaving? We need to get back into better resolution, and that'll be the last part of the video. So. That was kind of a boring one, I think, but we got through a lot. So anyways, see you next time. Bye.